Have you ever walked into a place hoping to feel something, but not knowing what? Maybe you were looking for inspiration. Maybe for peace. Or maybe just for a moment when everything around you would fade, and you'd feel connected to something bigger. Learning English can feel like that, too. You move through the language, sometimes unsure of what you'll find. And suddenly, a word or a phrase speaks to you. It clicks. It stays with you. That's why learning through stories is so powerful. They don't just teach you English. They help you feel it. If you want to explore more stories like this, like the video, subscribe to SpeakReal, and share your thoughts in the comments. Now, let me tell you a story about a quiet museum in Berlin, and a search for a feeling. It was early on a gray Wednesday morning when Reza decided to visit a small museum in Berlin. He wasn't sure why. Maybe it was the weather, soft rain and empty streets. Maybe it was the coffee he had just finished. Or maybe it was something deeper, something quiet in his chest that wanted to be moved. He had heard about this museum from a friend. It wasn't popular with tourists. No famous paintings. No long lines. Just a small collection of objects and art, set inside an old building. Perfect for wandering. He found the entrance on a side street. The door was wooden, heavy, and cold to the touch. When he pushed it open, a soft bell rang above him. Inside, the space felt like a different world. The air was cool and still. The light was soft and golden. There were no crowds, just a few other visitors moving slowly, almost like ghosts. Reza bought a ticket from a kind woman at the desk and began to walk. At first, he looked at the objects with curiosity but little connection. Ancient coins. Old maps. Portraits of people long gone. Everything was beautiful, but his heart stayed quiet. He wanted something more. Not a fact. Not information. A feeling. He walked on. Room after room. Wooden floors creaked softly under his shoes. In one gallery, old photographs hung on the walls, faces of Berliners from the past, captured in black and white. In another, small sculptures sat on low tables. Still, the feeling didn't come. Reza slowed his pace. He let his mind wander. Why had he come here? What was he looking for? He wasn't sure. Then, he entered a room that was almost empty. Just one object stood in the center, a large, old mirror. Its frame was carved from dark wood, full of tiny, swirling patterns. The glass itself was aged, softly clouded, not sharp like modern mirrors. He stood in front of it. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, as he looked deeper, he saw not just his reflection, but layers of the room behind him, soft lights, shadows, and the faint outlines of other visitors moving in slow motion. And something shifted inside him. The mirror was not just showing his face. It was showing time, past and present, mixed together. In that moment, Reza felt deeply connected to the space around him. To the quiet history of the city. To the lives of the people who had passed through this museum. To the simple act of being here, now. A soft calm washed over him. He stood there for a long time. Finally, he smiled, took a quiet breath, and moved on. He no longer needed to find a feeling. He had felt it. And sometimes, that is enough. In this story, You learned natural English expressions like soft rain and empty streets, set inside an old building, room after room, and he let his mind wander. These help you bring emotion and detail into your own storytelling. You also practiced useful structures with the past simple tense, he walked, he looked, he smiled, and rich descriptive phrases that make stories more alive. Remember, when you learn English through stories, you're not just learning words. You're learning how to feel, think, and express yourself in a deeper way. We share new real-life English stories every day here on SpeakReal. So if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to SpeakReal, and in the comments, tell us, where have you gone in search of a feeling? See you in the next video.